hidden temples, revolutionaries in robes, and midnight rituals, humanity's greatest upheavals often begin with a single prayer. This is the Faith Vault, where beliefs ignite movements that ripple across continents. Tonight we unearth the tales of spiritual uprisings, how visionaries challenged empires, kindled hope or chaos, and forever redrew humanity's map of meaning. Are you ready to unlock the revolutions faith has forged? In the dusty river valleys of ancient India, a prince named Siddhartha Gautama quietly set in motion a revolution of the mind, a movement that would ripple across continents. The birth of Buddhism did not merely alter temples and rituals, it fundamentally rewired perceptions of suffering, desire, and enlightenment, daring millions to seek liberation through inner transformation rather than external salvation. As Roman legions marched and empires crumbled, an unexpected force emerged from the desert sands: early Christianity, clandestinely spreading among slaves and outsiders. Its radical message of love for enemies and the dignity of every soul posed an unthinkable challenge to the iron laws of empire, flipping hierarchies upside down and lighting fires of hope where oppression reigned. 1,000 years before the Enlightenment, Persian prophet Zoroaster sparked an idea so potent it still echoes today. The war between good and evil was not just cosmic drama, it demanded every person's ethical choice. This dualism paved the way for free will at the heart of Abrahamic faiths, planting seeds in soil that would later nourish modern concepts of personal responsibility and justice. Few today realize that Ethiopia once hosted a Christian civilization as old as Rome's. In the highland kingdom of Axum, Christianity fused with African customs to create illuminated manuscripts, elaborate stone churches carved from living rock, and a secret tradition guarding what some call the Ark of the Covenant, a testament to how faith migrates, adapts, and survives on the fringes of history. In the swirling dust of the Arabian Peninsula, Muhammad's revelation shattered ancient tribal boundaries, forging a new vision of brotherhood, based not on blood, but belief. Within one generation, Islam's call to prayer resounded from Spain to India, its discipline and poetry stitching together a patchwork of cultures into an intellectual superhighway that carried algebra, medicine, and philosophy to distant shores. Consider this: Sikhism emerged at a time when South Asia was torn by religious violence. Guru Nanak's singular vision refused all boundaries, forming a faith that denounced both caste and superstition. Notably, its scriptural composition is interfaith by design. Hindu and Muslim saints' writings sit side by side in Sikh scriptures, embodying pluralism centuries before it became a political ideal. There was a time when Norse gods thundered across Scandinavia, but then an invisible wave swept through Viking lands. The conversion to Christianity was not mere conquest. Runestones reveal a gradual adoption interwoven with local myths. In Iceland's Althing Assembly, the world's oldest parliament, the choice to embrace Christianity was made not by sword, but by democratic consensus in 1000 CE. In medieval China, Taoist thinkers introduced religious alchemy, a quest not for gold but immortality. These secretive movements birthed techniques practiced even today: breathing exercises, herbal elixirs, and inner visualizations. Their search for spiritual transcendence inspired later forms of martial arts and alternative medicine across East Asia. The Taiping Rebellion stands as one of history's most overlooked religious earthquakes. In 19th century China, Hong Xiuquan proclaimed himself the brother of Jesus Christ and led millions in a movement fusing Christianity with Chinese millenarianism. At its height, rivaling European wars and bloodshed, it briefly established a society abolishing foot binding and private property before being crushed. Yet its shockwaves reconfigured Chinese politics for generations. At dawn in Japan's Edo era, Shinto and Buddhism intertwined until a charismatic preacher sparked Pure Land Buddhism, Surge, promising ordinary farmers rebirth in paradise through simple chanting rather than arcane rituals or monastic life. This democratization fueled literacy campaigns and created new communities that bridged social classes during times of upheaval. Imagine Europe after the Black Death, a continent haunted by death yet bristling with spiritual yearning. The Lollards in England read forbidden Bibles in secret. Hussites in Bohemia built armed communities defending lay preaching. These heretical movements seeded ideas about personal conscience and direct access to scripture, long before Martin Luther hammered his theses to any door. The spread of Vodou from West Africa to Haiti tells a tale rarely told. enslaved Africans reassembled ancestral religions under colonial oppression. Spirits called LWA became protectors against slavery's brutality. Encoded within dances and songs were secret maps to resist tyranny. When Haiti rose in revolution, the only successful slave uprising in history, Vodou drums signaled freedom's arrival. Some revolutions begin with whispers rather than wars. The Quakers' silent worship challenged 17th century England's hierarchy outright. Women spoke openly, merchants condemned slavery, pacifists refused military service at risk of death. By prioritizing inward light over outward creed, Quaker practice seeded seeds for abolition movements and modern human rights advocacy worldwide. It is little known that the Baha'i faith began with a Persian merchant's announcement in 1844, proclaiming unity among all religions. A vision so radical both church and state declared him heretic. Despite relentless persecution, Baha'is pioneered schools for girls in Iran, built temples open to all humanity, and networked across continents before globalization was ever named. Consider Rastafari, sparked in Jamaica during colonial rule by enigmatic prophecies about Africa's redemption. Far more than reggae rhythm or dreadlocks stereotype, it is a movement rooted in Ethiopian monarchy symbolism and biblical inversion, valorizing Africa as Zion rather than exile. Rastafari's consciousness has since ignited global conversations about Black identity, Pan-African solidarity, and resistance through culture. Thanks for watching The Faith Vault. Like and subscribe to unlock more amazing facts every week.